Yeah, so I'm going to be reviewing She-Hulk Season 1, Episode 2, titled The People vs. Emil Blonsky, or Emil, you know what I'm saying. If you guys enjoyed the review, hit the button down below, subscribe for new. Notification sounds, get right into the She-Hulk review. So, again, I don't take notes on this show. I just talk about my opinions about it. That's gonna be all over the place. If you watch it, you know what parts I'm talking about. It was a very fun episode. I think it was more fun than 102 for me. I did enjoy it more. I think it was longer. It was 32 minutes in total. We had a minute long previously on, which, I said it last week. Do we really need that? Do we really need a previously on segment? But whatever. And we also had like 2-3 minutes of credits. So it was probably like a 28 minute long episode again, which is fine. At least it's not, an hour or something, I guess. But it was a good episode. Again, much better than 1-1 and 1-2. Again, I love those episodes. I said that. But 1-3 felt like more of a fun, dynamic episode that everyone could watch and fall in love with if you weren't already nitpicking the show like dog crazy. One of the things we had a lot happen in this episode, but we saw Pug help Dennis this episode. Pug, who's played by Josh Segarra, aka the person who played Adrian Chase on Arrow. And if you watch Arrow and you watch Arrow Season 5, that was the season that saved the show. We all love Josh Segarra. He is amazing. I knew he'd do well in this role, whatever it would be, and he's pretty much killing it like he always does. But he was helping Dennis Sue an Asgardian shapeshifter, or a shapeshifter from New Asgard that shapeshifted in the Megan Thee Stallion. And Dennis believed that this is the real Megan Thee Stallion, which she did make 2-3 appearances in the episode. So, he's an idiot. But they used Jen to confirm that, and he got off the case. But it was very cool to see an Asgardian, on some level, a new Asgardian appear, because we haven't really gotten a lot of mentions of that. Seeing a shapeshifter was cool. She was kind of all over the place. Like, she was a judge, and then she was Pug at one point. She was all over the place with shapeshifting. But the main point of the episode was She-Hulk, or Jen, mainly She-Hulk, I guess in the case, working to get Emil Blonsky, aka Abomination, on parole. And at the end of the last episode, we learned that he broke out of prison to fight in a fight club with Wong, which, from what I heard, was brought up in Shang-Chi. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments, but I'm pretty sure it was. Which is why they didn't show the full scene, because that scene was already shown in the previous movie. Nonetheless, we learned that Wong forced Emil Blonsky out of prison, forced him to change into Abomination, which is why they had that fight. And he did that to pass some tests to become Sorcerer Supreme. So, but it was amazing to see Wong in the episode. He's obviously one of the guest appearances in this episode, which was funny because Jen had a fourth dimensional wall break early in the episode, saying that this show's not going to be a special guest star every single week, and it's, her show, and that's how it's going to be. But, it's still fun with those guest stars. And, we have Flash, who, not every single week, but majority of the time has guest stars on. Especially in this 8th season. We had like 5 people guest star in that season alone. The guest appearances are amazing. Everyone loves, most people love to see it. Some people just like to nitpick everything. But to those who don't nitpick everything, just watch it for the fun of it, you love seeing these people show up. And we're getting Daredevil and I don't even know how long. We're undoubtedly going to get more, but it was like I see him long again. And also he has a LinkedIn or something, and he worked at Target. I was like, what? But, and the quote unquote thirst trap with books to try to lure him in was hilarious. This show is just Comedy Central, but it does tone into that, not super serious, but it tones into Jen being a lawyer and also living a life as She-Hulk, because she can't do that much. And we kind of saw people being, She-Hulk did an interview late in the episode, and the reporter, was calling her She-Hulk and calling Emil Blonsky Abomination, and she was trying to make a point that her name is Jen and Abomination's name is Emil Blonsky. I don't really understand the entire point of that. I'm assuming it was to add some human side to these two people, which is smart to do. But, probably won't work. Because she got attacked in the episode by 4 guys who were trying to get her blood, apparently. For something or someone. It sounded like someone. And they had like Asgardian gear or something. They had like really powered up gear. But it didn't do anything to She-Hulk when she was in Hulk form. If she was in Jen form, or in human form, it would have done something for sure. But, which, again, it was a funny scene because it took Jen a minute to realize, like, oh yeah, I have superpowers. I can just kick these people's butts in like 5 seconds. So that was hilarious. We had Emil Blonsky's like 6 lovers or something. All of them were there. There's 6 or 7 women. I don't know how many there were. At his parole hearing to get him out on parole. And which again, hilarious. He ended up turning into Abomination to prove that he, has control. Which was freaking everyone out because they're like, how the hell, they were worried they were all going to die. But he turned back, normally. He didn't have any problems doing it. He did it willfully. So he has Abomination under control. I would assume so, unless it's just random moments. But it looks like he has Abomination under control, or that monster under control. Like Jen does for She-Hulk and like Bruce does for the Hulk. Wong made another appearance to say that he forced Emil Blonsky to break out, to turn Abomination to be a rage alcoholing monster. And it was funny because after the quote unquote jury, if you could even call it that, let Emil Blonsky out on parole, meaning he's no longer in jail. But if he uses powers again, he will be. They said that Wong just committed doing a crime and that they could prosecute him, and then Wong just left. He just opened a portal and walked through it. You can't really stop someone who walks through a portal and then just disappears, so you can't really do that. But again, it was hilarious. It was fun. Just amazing all around. One of the other things that we had to deal with relating to Pug and the whole dentist situation and all that was that Jen was making fun of Dennis, which, again, hilarious. Why wouldn't you? About believing that this person was Megan Thee Stallion. And at the end of the episode, or in the post-credits, we had She-Hulk and Megan Thee Stallion dancing together and She-Hulk twerking, which was something I don't think anyone ever thought we would see in our lifetime, but we did. So that was something. It was hilarious, but it was something. And I don't think anyone expected it. At least I didn't. I would never expect to see a Hulk-like figure twerking, let alone with Megan Thee Stallion in the same exact clip. So, yeah. But we did kind of see Pug, talking to Jen, and I'm forgetting her friend's name for the life of me. They were, just talking about a case. Pug came over. He was obviously just tired of Dennis and him being a pain in the butt. And that was when he realized that they could use Jen to get him what he wants, to make him come off as someone who's stupid enough to believe that, because the other side was trying to make a case that no one's that stupid to make that case. But then proved that he is, and they did, which is why he got what he wanted. And then the shapeshifter got, 6 days in prison, I think it was, for impersonating the judge, which is a criminal offense. If you don't know that. So she is being charged for that. Again, hilarious. But it is interesting to see, all of that playing out. In this whole way that they've been putting it together. Now, going back to She-Hulk, I do think it's interesting that what we are dealing with is, I don't want to say sexist, it kind of is. Dennis is sexist, let's be real here, alright? But the thing is that we're dealing with people just kind of judging She-Hulk, for taking Hulk's name, just adding she in front of it, which wasn't even her idea. We're getting people, asking stupid questions like, did she get her powers from an Avengers thing, or or did she get rejected by the Avengers? Which, why would she? You know what I mean? Why would she get rejected by the Avengers when her cousin's on it? Bruce clearly is okay with Jen being a Hulk, so you would assume that She-Hulk would be on the Avengers if she wanted to be, but she doesn't want to be on some level. She probably will be in the future. I wouldn't be surprised. But to say that, oh yeah, she got rejected is a stupid question to ask. Nonetheless. But again, all those reporters are idiots, so let's be real here. But one of the things I did notice is that at the prison, when she was in human form, because she had to be going to the prison, it was nice seeing her just walk right on through. If you remember in last episode, she had to, learn the ropes in the entire prison, learned that she can't go in as She-Hulk, she has to turn into Jen. I mean, she showed up as Jen, she came in with her card, didn't have to say a single word, got let in, walked right through those laser tech things. She's used to it, which I think is the character development, just in that alone, should tell you where she's at as a character, as a superhero. And as She-Hulk a little bit too, that she is more confident in herself. She's more, not just looking at, judging everything, looking at everything, second guessing everything. She is more confident in herself. I think in that one scene really showed that. Again, it was a very good episode. I did enjoy it. The Wong things were hilarious. The stupid Dennis being an idiot, which is even more hilarious, was, again, funny. It was just a very good episode overall. And we do have 9 episodes, new episode every single Thursday. I will be uploading these reviews Thursday mornings from now on, because I do have Stargirl permanent breakdowns to upload later in the week. Later Thursday night, later in the week. It's Thursday. It's 6 a.m. I'm looking up at 5:30 a.m. for this, so. But yeah, whatever. Thank you guys for watching the video. Have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.